Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, saya Oktaria Putri Utami MPD. Saat ini saya tercatat sebagai mahasiswa PPG dalam jabatan periode 6 tahun 2023 di LPTK Universitas Jambi dengan nomor induk mahasiswa A2G323019. Pada hari ini, Selasa 5 Desember 2023, saya akan melaksanakan praktik pembelajaran dalam rangka uji kinerja di unit kerja saya SMK Muhammadiyah Prabu Muli. Selamat menyaksikan. Assalamualaikum. How are you today? Okay, please help me, the leader of the class.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Sophie.
Attention, please. Let's pray together. Pray begin. Okay, finish. Stand up, please. Greeting to the teacher. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Sit, please.
Have a seat, please.
Thank you, Sophie. And first for today, Fairis.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Khalifa.
Present, ma'am.
Herwinda.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Lydia.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Lydia. Nopita.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Putri Rahmatiza.
Present, ma'am.
Siska Amelia.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Sophie.
Present, ma'am.
Suci.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Zahra.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. And Amanda.
Six.
Six, ya. Six. Amanda is six. Thank you so much. And before we start our study today, who knows what is the previous lesson? Okay, Putri.
Asking and giving opinion or thought.
Asking,
And
giving opinion or thought. Okay, ya. Jadi belum lupa ya, Nak ya. So today we talk about the new lesson is about analytical exposition. So I show you the video, ya.
That just has the generals. Very often there's an increased incidence in asthma attacks or illness, upper respiratory illness in general. But then on top of that, very often you see some populations who have lack of health care, and that same group may be closer to freeways, may not be able to afford air conditioning, and they have to open up their windows. So that even makes the problem worse.
Okay, after you watch this video, so what do you think? Okay, our topic today is about analytical exposition. So, what the meaning of analytical exposition? Who knows? Who knows what the meanings of analytical exposition? Okay, Sophie.
Analytical exposition is one of argumentative text which present some supporting idea on why certain writer's opinion is important.
Okay, ya, good ya. Analytical exposition is one of argumentative text which present some supporting idea on why certain writer's opinion is important. Nah, in analytical exposition has 4 first is the title, and then the second is the thesis, and then the third is arguments, and then the fourth is reiteration or conclusion. So, who knows what the meaning of the title in the analytical text? Suci? Okay, Suci, come on. What does it mean? Tells about tells about the topic of the essay. Okay, good. Thank you, Suci. And then next, the thesis, the second paragraphs is about the thesis, yeah, or argument. So, it's about introduction or thesis. Who knows? What does it mean? Okay, Lilis.
This is the starting point of exposition essay.
Okay, good. And then another? Yeah.
Here you state the topic and establish the point of view or thesis statement.
Okay, good. Thank you, Lilis. And then the fourth is about arguments, ya. Arguments. Jadi di dalam teks analytical itu ada beberapa argumen yang mendukung ya, atau statement yang mendukung di dalam teks tersebut. Nah, who knows what does it mean about the arguments of the body of the text? Ya, Putri.
A series of arguments to convince the audience. Each paragraph starts with a new argument. Each paragraph has a main point, reason for the main point, and evidence to support the main point. Use of emotive words, mental verb, causal conjunction to persuade the audience, and each paragraph has to be logically linked to the previous paragraph and to the thesis statement.
Okay, very good ya. So in the body a series of arguments to convince the audience. There are each paragraph start with a new argument, and then each paragraph has a main point, reason for the main point, and advice to support the main point. Use of emotive words, mental verbs, causal conjunction to persuade the audience. And then each paragraph has to be logically linked to the previous paragraph, to the thesis statement. Yeah, very good. Yeah. And then the last paragraph is a conclusion. Conclusion. Okay, what does it mean about conclusion? Zahra, come on.
Reiterates of our restate the thesis statement.
Okay.
Summarize what has been stated.
Okay, summarize what has been started. Ya, jadi di dalam analytical exposition ya ada title, thesis, arguments, and reiteration or conclusion. Ya, so nah ya from the first video ya di sana ya, it's the topic is about cars should be built in the city. Ya, di sini ada sebuah paragraf namanya has what text ya. Di sini sudah dibagi mana bagian teksnya, dan mana bagian argumennya, dan yang mana bagian reiterationnya. Ya, perhatikan bagian yang pertama yaitu thesis. Ya, thesis atau the introduction of the text. Ya, yang pertama ini the thesis ya. Cars should be built in the city, as we all know. Cars create pollution and cause a lot of road deaths and other accidents. Nah, there are three arguments in this text. The first argument is, who wants to try to read the text? Okay.
Cars, as we all know, contribute to most of the pollution in the world. Cars emit a deadly gas that causes illnesses such as bronchitis,
lung cancer,
and triggers of asthma. Some of the
these illnesses
are so bad that people can die from them.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And then next, the second. Novita?
Secondly, the city is very diverse. Pedestrians wander everywhere and can
Horse community.
hit pedestrians in the city, which causes them to live. Cars today are our world's biggest players.
Okay, biggest killers. Okay, thank you, Novita. And then, Lydia. Thirdly, cars,
are very
noise,
noise. If you live in the
city,
city, you may
find it.
find it hard to sleep at night.
Okay,
Or
concentrate.
concentrate on your
Home.
homework and
Especially talk
talk to someone.
Okay, good. Itu bagus ya. And then conclusion.
In conclusion, cars shot began from the 40,000 reason.
From the city
From the city
for the reasons list.
list.
Okay, thank you. Oke, kita kelas dulu dong teman-temannya. Ya, oke. In this lesson, Matt mau bagi kalian ke dalam 3 kelompok ya, consist 3 groups ya. The first group consists 3, and then the second group consists 4 person, and then the last groups or the third groups is consists 3 persons. Ya, jadi kalian udah duduk seperti ini, udah dibagi ya. Yang pertama ini kelompok pertama atau group 1, ini group 2, and then ini group 3. Ya. Ibu sudah siapkan KKPD di sini ya. There are 3 topics ya. Di dalam KKPD ini terdapat 3 topik ya. Yang pertama, topik yang pertama is about coronavirus ya. Kalian tahu kan ya tentang coronavirus yang baru-baru ini terjadi di seluruh belahan dunia ya. Sampai sekarang sebenarnya coronavirus itu masih ada ya. So, yang kedua it's about flood atau banjir. Sekarang di mana-mana itu terjadi banjir ya. Bisa faktor dari kotornya sungai ya, tidak ada aliran sungai ya, seperti itu. Dan yang terakhir, the topic is about forest fire atau kebakaran hutan. Kalau kita sering kenanya karhutlah, ya, kebakaran hutan. Kita nggak tahu ya, kebakaran hutan. Nah, itu menyebabkan polusi udara yang baru-baru ini juga kita alami bersama ya. Nah, jadi di sini sudah Ibu akan bagi ya. Untuk kelompok pertama ya, itu it's about forest fire ya. And then the second group is about flood, and then the third group is about coronavirus ya. Kalian diskusikan dalam kelompok ya, and discuss in your group ya, the topic about, and then you can present in front of the class ya. Kalian tentukan dulu buat teksnya ya, berdasarkan yang sudah kita jelaskan tadi. Yang pertama itu ada tesisnya, terus kedua itu ada supporting point atau di mana disebut dengan argumen ya, di mana ada statement di dalamnya, dan yang terakhir itu ada conclusion. Discuss on your group ya. make a circle boleh ya, duduk sama-sama gitu. Kita diskusikan dulu bersama. Nanti setelah itu kita tampilkan ke depan. Nah, masih semangat nggak ini belajarnya? Masih. Kayaknya dia ngantuk ya. Ngantuk. Ini tentunya banyak yang ngantuk ini ya. Ini udah jam berapa kita ini? Karena ini masih pagi ya nak ya. Ya, jadi kita ice breaking dulu ya. Oke. Oke, thank you Lily. Oke, next. Oke, good. Oke, good. And then next, Novita. Tepuk tangan dong. And then the last, Zahra ya. Oke. Oke, dah semangat ya, semangat ya. Oke. Oke, I give you 15 minutes ya to discuss the topics and then you can present in front of the class ya. Oke, start from now. Boleh diskusi dulu kelompok, oke? Is up ya for discussion. The first one to present the first topic is about the forest fire ya. Okay, please group 1.
We are from group 1. We talk about forest fire. Every year, residents of the Sumatra and Kalimantan regions suffer from forest and land fires. The cause of the smoke disaster is known and various efforts have been made to extinguish it. But the disaster always repeats itself and becomes the annual goal of this republic. Forest fires are usually caused by influential natural factors, such as very hot air during the dry season and the El Nino phenomena, which facilitates and extends the spread of fire. Residents that it was also caused by human activities that were not aware of the importance of forest and careless attitude. Individuals who forests and land clearly have economic motives on of film is because the method is the purpose according to the National Disaster Management Agency DND left only cost 600,000 per hectare of forest fires, among other causes the destruction of animals and plants, the life in the forest, causing deforestation, so that the potential for flooding, and the most important is the interference with daily life, such as influencing visibility when driving. Forest fires cause a variety of adverse effects on humans, so that efforts are needed to overcome them. The intended efforts include providing information on the importance of forests, prohibiting land clearing by burning forests, and not throwing cigarette butts carelessly.
Thank you. Okay, give applause from the group 1 and then the group 2. And group 2 is present your class about the topics is about flood. Okay.
We are from group 2. We talk about the flood, the first of thesis. Flood is an overflow of an expansion of water that submerges land. It is included all one of the most frightening disasters in the world. This disaster brings a lot of bad effect to nature and people. There are three kinds of bad effects that caused by flood: primary effects, secondary effects, and long-term effects. First is about the primary effects. The example of primary effects are physical damage and casualties. Physical damage can damage any type of structure, including bridges, cars, buildings, sewer system, roadways, and canals. From casualties, people and livestock die due to drowning. It can also lead to epidemics and waterborne diseases.
The next is secondary effects. The examples are water supplies, disease, crop and food supplies, and trees. Water supplies mean contamination of water. Clean drinking water becomes scarce. Disease mean unhygienic conditions, spread of waterborne disease. Crops and food supplies mean shortage of food crops that can be caused due to loss of entire harvest. However, lowlands near rivers depend upon river silt deposit by floods in order to add nutrients to the local soil, and trees mean non-tolerant species can die from suffocation. The last is long-term effects. The example is economic. Here means economic hardship due to temporary decline in tourist rebuilding costs, food shortage leading to price increase.
From the explanation above, we know that flood causes many bad effects to our life, especially our environment. So we must care about cleanliness of our environment.
Okay, give applause for group 2. And then the last group is
common sentiment is if I am not personally at high risk for COVID-19. Why shall I wear a mask? I suspect this is why I see so many particularly in public places who are not covering their nose and mouth. The CDC has recommended wearing cloth face covering in public setting where other social distancing measures are difficult to maintain. Example, grocery stores and pharmacies, especially in areas of significant community beside transmission.
Okay.
The reason for this is that the virus that causes COVID-19 can be spread even before system appear symptoms as COVID, sneezing, or even speaking at close range study friends. Cloth face coverings have been recommended due to their low cost and ready availability. By using cloth face coverings, it preserves surgical masks and N95 masks for healthcare workers who might be involved in direct care of patients with COVID-19. The importance of using face coverings in public can decrease the rise of the infection. That is what the healthy authority suggests. This, in conjunction with social distancing and frequent hand washing or use of hand sanitizer, will be important in limiting the spread of COVID-19 as we return to our usual activities.
Okay.
From the study and
Authority.
suggestion, it is really important to wear the face mask to protect our face and suppress the transmission.
Okay. Okay, yeah, very good, yeah. Okay. Of wearing mask during pandemic. Ya, jadi apa sih pentingnya kita pakai masker setelah pandemi ini? Jadi kata orang kan pandemi ini udah selesai, loh kok tetap pakai masker? Nah di sini analisisnya. Jadi the thesis is the issue of wearing face covering in public comes up frequently these days. Jadi harus pakai masker di luar atau di tempat publik, tempat umum ya. A common sentiment is, if I am not personally at high risk for COVID-19, why should I wear mask? Jika aku nggak terkena, apa sih aku harus pakai masker? Ini tadi kan, I suspect this is why I see so many people in public place who are not covering their nose and mouth. Padahal di public di umum sana, di luar sana masih banyak orang yang tidak menutupi mulut dan hidungnya, gitu ya maksudnya kalimat di sini. Nah argumennya adalah, belum masuk ya, mesti yang tesis tadi. The CDC has recommended, jadi CDC ini tadi recommended wearing cloth face covering in public setting where other social distancing measures are are difficult to maintain. Yeah, for example, grocery store and pharmacy, especially in areas of significant community-based transmission. Jadi harus pakai ya, harus pakai yang cover muka kita, jangan sampai nanti kita terkontaminasi oleh COVID-19 tadi. Nah, argumen yang pertama nih, the reason, kata reason itu sering ya, the reason for this that the virus that causes COVID-19 can be spread even before symptoms appear by such things as cough, batuk, sneezing, or even speaking at close range study finds. Cloth face covering have been recommended due to their low cost and ready availability. By using cloth face covering, it preserves surgical masks and 90 mask for healthcare workers who, nah ada kata who di situ kan, who may be involved in direct care of patient with COVID-19. The importance of using face covering in public can decrease the risk of infection. That is what the health authorities suggest. This is a conjunction with social distancing and frequent hand washing, cuci tangan, or use a hand sanitizer. Cuci tangan atau menggunakan hand sanitizer will be important in limiting the spread of COVID-19 as we return to our usual activities. Itu meminimalisir ketika kita melakukan aktivitas kita sehari-hari. Nah, iterationnya apa? Jadi apa? Sarannya yang di bawah itu, conclusionnya adalah from the study and health authority suggestion, it is really important to wear the face mask to protect ourselves and suppress the transmission. Yeah, okay, I think that's all for today. Yeah, I hope you understand about our study today. Yeah. Thank you very much and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.